friends, I am so happy to come out with the next effort of Success Formula for you. This channel is dedicated to bring about a wonderful change and development in the skills and talents of the youth of today. Kindly subscribe the channel to get positive updates. A warm welcome to the second session about soft skills. In my first video, I shared about the necessity for improving your soft skills as well as the importance of developing the necessary skills for securing the job of your choice. Before I start discussing about the meaning of soft skill, let me extend my thankfulness for all those who are watching this video. Those who are not subscribed for my channel, kindly do press the subscribe button. The very reason that you're watching this video reveals that you are sincere in achieving your goals. So keep up the curiosity to learn and be successful in your life. Now, let me tell you what is the actual meaning of the word soft skill. Soft skills are qualities inbuilt in your personality and cannot be taught as part of a formal education like a college degree or a school education. It helps you develop and maintain a healthy relationship with family, friends, colleagues, or team members. Soft skills are also referred to as people skills because they are strongly associated with an individual's emotional intelligence. A strong set of soft skills on your resume will not only be essential for getting the job you want, but also it is indispensable for your career growth as well. Soft skills are important because they enable the students to adjust to the frustrations and challenges they will encounter in their work. Mastering soft skills helps students to be efficient and successful in their work and life. Soft skills are the skills that enable you to fit at a workplace. They include your personality, your attitude, the flexibility of your mindset, the level of self motivation, and the good manners that you possess. Regardless of the job which you are in, soft skills. In order to succeed at work, you must get along well with all the people with whom you interact, including the managers, your co workers, the clients of the firm, etc. So that the reason why it is given so much of importance. And many researchers have proved that around 75% of the long term job success depends on people skill, while only 25% on technical knowledge. If you see the Stanford Research Institute and Carnegie Mellon has researched and found out that 85% of job success comes from having well developed soft skills and people skills. So employers value the soft skills that you possess because they enable people to function and thrive in teams and organization as a whole. So if you possess some of the most important or crucial soft skill, definitely that is going to help you build your career with the reputed organizations. Now let us see what are the types of soft skill which is commonly expected from almost all the organizations. So the basic type of soft skills that you may require is, see, if you take soft skills, there are a number of soft skills which will be helpful. But as far as the basic level is concerned, we will be discussing about a few of the soft skills and later one by one we will continue. So for the time when you understand that communication is the most important soft skill that you should develop, and communication cannot be developed overnight or it cannot be developed by attending classes for a month or a few months. It has to come gradually, it has to be developed gradually, and definitely you need not worry about it whatever may be your level. Some may be able to manage somewhat, isn't it? To some extent some students will be able to manage, some others will be finding it difficult grammatically, they will be finding it difficult to frame sentences meaningfully. So at different levels people will be there, so you have to just try out which level are you in and what are the deficiencies that you have to fill in order to get a good communication. So you need not worry about it. I am just coming out with further steps, ways in which you can improve your communication. So just understand, communication is the most important skill that you have to possess. Then the next one is leadership. Then you have to have adaptability. Leadership is what some good qualities that that is required in order to manage people, in order to manage the teamwork and to work successfully and efficiently in an organization. Adaptability means you have to adapt to changes, isn't it? Or the culture that is prevailing in one organization may not be the same in some other organization, or the culture in which you are brought up. When you first join in an organization, their culture may be different. You will have to patiently wait and try to understand what is the culture, and you will have to follow that. So that also we will be discussing adaptability to changes. You have to be very flexible, and you have to easily adapt to changing situations. Motivation is another. You have to have self motivation, and at the same time you should be a person who is prepared to motivate others. So motivation is required. Problem solving ability. Whenever you come across a problem, don't say it as a problem. You will have to say it as a challenge that you can overcome. Problem is, it expands the problem. If you say it is a problem, it will expand the difficulties. But when you say it is a challenge, you will feel more happy to overcome the challenge. Take up the challenge, solve it, then you will be successful. Then teamwork is what? How you work with the team, how you adjust yourself, how you adapt with various types of peoples. See, when you come across different types of people, when you will have to work with different types of people, they come from diverse backgrounds. The way in which you tackle with those backgrounds is. So these are the very few soft skills that I've taken now, and in today's session I will discuss only the first skill and their importance. What is that first skill? I told you, communication. So the remaining skills will be discussed in the forthcoming videos. So today's video, we are just interacting about communication skill. Good communication skill constitute the ability not only to speak confidently but also provides you the presentation skills as well. So when you transform yourself into a good communicator, presentation will not be a problem for you, because when you have that language proficiency, when you have practiced talking in English, definitely you will be able to present any information either to a group of people or to a public at large. So what now, let us see what is this communication and how it can be developed. What are the various types of communication? Communication skills are perhaps the most important among all the soft skills. No matter what your position is, you need to be able to communicate effectively with people you work with. Communication skills play a significant role while you are attending an interview. In fact, the way you communicate goes a long way in boosting your credentials mentioned on your resume. So, if you are a good communicator, if you are familiar with how to speak in English, if you are comfortable, easily it will be reflected in the interviewer's face, because these days, if you see, not like in the past, interviews are conducted just for 2 to 3 minutes, and that short span of time, how far you are able to convince the interviewer is very, very important. And these days what I have observed is students who have a good level of communication is able to easily influence the interviewer. They are able to easily get the selection of the job. So acquiring communication skills means better relationship building practices, more productivity and less stress. Good communication is the only way students can work together to produce effective solutions to the problems and the challenges they face. Not only for your interview process, in your life, if you have good communication, you will be able to easily solve all your problems. Now, let us see in what way it will help you after getting employed in a reputed organization. So, communication is the strongest skill which every professional should master. That is what the corporate sector is expecting. Communication skills are important in almost every job. Teams that communicate better are considered to be more productive. So, you should know how to communicate. What are the right words to use in which circumstances, at what time, to whom, what type of words to be communicated. See, the way you communicate to your friends will be different with the way you communicate to your superior, the way you communicate to the higher official. So you only when you are familiar with the ways of communication, only then you will be able to identify all those things. The majority of jobs require employees to have good communication skills, and as a fresher it is important that you have a strong hold on communication to find a perfect job for yourself. Communication is the single most effective tool to boost productivity within a company. You will have to communicate with people on the job. They may be your clients, your customers, your colleagues, or the employees. In all the situation, you will have to communicate. And especially when you join a multinational company, big organizations, if you go, you should be able to communicate very well, fluently in English, isn't it? So you will also be expected to be able to speak clearly and politely with people in person, by phone, and in writing. So as far as the corporate sector is concerned, a good communication is about understanding the instructions, acquiring new skills, making requests, asking questions, and relaying information with ease. So whatever you want to convey, you should be able to convey it without much difficulty. So only if you have good fluency, only then you will be able to do it. So in today's competitive job market, communication skill in the business world are highly sought after, with recruiters looking for candidates who can communicate information, negotiate, and confidently deal with customers. Can adjust their tone and style according to the audience, comprehend and act efficiently on instructions, and explain complex issues to colleagues and clients alike. So, an excellent communicator can put his or her ideas and messages more precisely across in an effective way that does not offend anybody else. So, communication skills, if you see, I will tell you just four shortcut. If you follow these four instructions, I assure you that within a few months you will definitely be able to speak fluently with confidence. So, what is that four skills at present that you should master? The first one is listening, speaking, reading, and writing. These four should go together. So, you should have a habit of listening to at least half an hour any English speech, or you can depend on my videos. Keep watching it repeatedly for just half an hour every day. You will be able to you see, and when you come across any other videos which is spoken in English, or you can go for, if you have a TV, you can just watch English news just in some other channels. So you will be able to improve your listening. When you listen, you will be able to improve your vocabulary. You will be able to structure the sentences, and even the pronunciations can be clear. You may be using some word frequently, but your pronunciation would have been wrong. So when you listen to those speeches which is given in English, you will be able to understand what is the right pronunciation. So that is one thing, listening half an hour every day on a regular basis, then writing. Another half an hour or 15 minutes at least, you keep a habit of writing on any topic which is of interest for you. So suppose you like to go to some different places, you have visited a lot of places, so you want to share that information. Maybe you are not able to grammatically write it properly. No issues. Just keep writing. Or suppose you have a small storybooks, or you have some kids at home, take their English reader, English textbooks. There will be short stories in that. Just read the story, understand it, and try to reproduce it in your own language. Then see how your expression is, what is the sort of words that you used, and what you should replace it with. So you can make a comparison with that reader, and you can correct your vocabulary. And whichever new word you're learning, you find the meaning from the dictionary and put it in a diary. Have a habit of noting down the new words, and just have a glance every day. Just you have to read once. So that is writing. So first you will listen, then you will write at least for 15 minutes, then you will have to speak. Whenever you come across anybody who can speak fluently in English, don't miss them. It may be your friend, it may be your relative, it may be your neighbor, but if they are very fluent in English, you just go and interact with them. Tell them your problem, isn't it? You can frankly say, I wanted to improve my language, so I feel if I speak to you, I will be able to improve. So keep interacting. So if you are in college, interact with your staff. Let all the others interact in some other language, but you form a habit of interacting only in English. So this way you can speak at least half an hour. You spend for that. Then reading. You have to read books, small books as I suggested. You can go for motivational books if you are interested. Otherwise, you can read any books which is available at home. Okay, any readers, English readers, school textbooks, if you can afford, just buy it and read that. So this is what I wanted to tell you. In the present scenario, students are very alert, and since hundreds of people apply for a single job, you need to be extraordinarily determined for that job, and without confidence level, you cannot do anything. And if you want to attend the interviews with confidence, your language should be good, because if you are not fluent in English, and the moment you enter the interview cabin, and if they speak in English, you're going to lose your confidence. So if you want to attend the interviews confidently, if you want to get selected in reputed organization, definitely uh, having able to speak in English is indispensable. So many candidates lose the opportunity to get selected in reputed firms only due to lack of self-confidence. It's quite obvious that when you will appear for a job interview, there will be plenty of anxiety and fear, but you need to boost up your confidence and just focus on your objective. So if you want to focus, if you want to win in your goals, you will have to improve this first and foremost important skill, that is communication skill. So even your workplace are often full of challenges. When you have confidence, you're able to face these challenges head on, because you know that you're good at your job. You provide value to your company, and you can act in a way that will help them. So let me assure you that if you follow the above instructions of reading at least half an hour regularly, listening to the English speech at least for 15 minutes, and write at least for a page about the topic of your interest in your notepad, never miss an opportunity to speak to a person whom you feel speaks well. Hence, what I would like to point out is that the more and more efforts you take towards your self development, success will be yours one day. So, when you have decided to improve yourself and take a lot of efforts, just remember one thing: you will have only a countable number of well wishers who will try to motivate and inspire you, but you may come across many who may criticize you, distract you, etc. Never mind all those critics, and do not spend unnecessary time arguing with them. Just keep moving until you grab your goals. All the very best. Follow my principles. Definitely, you will reach your goals, and you will be able to communicate fluently in English. In the forthcoming videos, I am going to share with you how you improve your leadership skills. What are the leadership skills that you have to practice? Thank you. Please do not forget to subscribe my channel.